My child, you didn't stumble upon this message by accident. No, I brought you here because I know the thoughts that weigh heavy on your heart. I see how tired you've been, how the silence has been louder than your prayers. But today, I want you to hear me clearly. I am not finished with you yet. Even when you feel like you've reached the end, I am still writing your story. Even when you see only brokenness, I see the beauty I'm shaping in you. You may have fallen, doubted, or wandered far. But you are still mine. And I have never stopped working in the background of your life. I know the questions you whisper into the dark. God, are you still there? Have I messed up too much? Is this all there is? Today I answer with a resounding truth. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken, and you are not finished. I am doing something in you that you cannot yet see. You are in a sacred process, a refining fire that is not meant to consume you, but to strengthen you. So breathe. Let my presence fill the room you're in. Let my peace quiet the voices of fear. You are safe here. You are seen. You are deeply loved. Stay with me now. Let me speak into the parts of you that no one else sees. Let my words become your strength, because your story is still unfolding, and I am the author. My beloved child, you may not feel it yet, but you are changing. There is growth happening beneath the surface of your life. Growth that pain cannot stop. Growth that fear cannot silence. You are not the same person you once were. And that is a good thing. There were moments you didn't think you would survive. There were nights you cried in silence, wondering if I was still near. There were seasons when the weight of this world tried to break you. But look at you, you're still here. That matters more than you know. I have seen every step you've taken in the dark. I've watched you walk through fire, not realizing that I was shielding you from the flames. I've heard the silent prayers you didn't even have words for, the ones made of tears and trembling breath. And I've answered every single one, in ways you didn't always recognize. You see, I don't waste your wilderness. I use every valley, every storm, every unanswered question to carve strength into your soul. The world looks at outward success, but I, your father, look deeper. I see the courage it takes for you to wake up and try again. I see how you speak kindness even when your heart is aching. I see how you choose love over bitterness, how you forgive even when it still hurts. This is the kind of strength that moves heaven. You may think, but I'm still broken. My child, broken things in my hands become holy. The scars you carry are not signs of defeat. They are marks of resilience, proof that grace has met you in your lowest places and lifted you up. Do not despise your process. The quiet days, the long nights, the uncelebrated progress, they all matter. You are being shaped into someone who reflects my heart. You're not who you used to be, because my love is transforming you daily. There's a tenderness in your spirit now that didn't exist before, a humility that was born from surrender, a faith that's been refined through disappointment. These are treasures, not flaws, and though others may not see your transformation, I do. And I celebrate it. I celebrate your hidden victories, the moments when you said no to things that once trapped you, the times you chose peace instead of panic, the days you kept going when giving up seemed easier, the times you spoke hope when everything inside you was unraveling. These are miracles too, my child. Not every miracle comes in thunder and lightning. Some come in the quiet decision to trust me one more day. Do you remember who you were a year ago? Do you remember how uncertain, how fearful, how fragile your heart felt? You have come so far. You may not have noticed because your transformation hasn't been loud, but it has been real, and it has been beautiful. You have grown in ways that only eternity will fully reveal, and I am proud of you. Yes, I, the creator of galaxies, the one who formed the oceans, I am proud of you. Not because you've done everything perfectly, but because you let me in, even when it hurt. Because you've trusted me, even when I was silent. Because you've kept walking, even with wounded feet. I never promised that the journey would be easy. But I did promise you this. You will never walk alone, and I'm still walking beside you now, right here in this very moment. Whether you're sitting in your kitchen, riding in your car, lying awake in your bed, I am here. I am not a distant God. I am not watching you from afar, waiting for you to get it together. No. I am the God who draws close to the brokenhearted. I am the one who enters the mess and brings healing from within it. You do not need to prove anything to me. You are already deeply loved. You do not need to perform to earn my presence. You already have it. What I want most is your heart, not your perfection. So let me hold what's heavy. Let me speak peace where you've held fear. Let me carry what you were never meant to hold, alone. Take a breath, my child. Let it go. Give it to me. I am not disappointed in you. I am not ashamed of your struggles. I am not tired of your prayers. I am drawn to your honesty. I am honored by your vulnerability. I am near to your every cry. You may not have all the answers yet, but you have me. And I am enough. Don't look back with regret. Don't look ahead with fear. Just look at me. I'm not just the God of your past. I am the God of your present. And I am already in your future. So let me guide you step by step. You don't need to figure it all out. Just take the next faithful step and trust that I will meet you there. This is not the end of your story. This is a turning point, a resurrection point, a chapter of healing, rebuilding, and becoming. And I will be with you through all of it. My child, I want you to know something deep within your soul. What you see today is not the final version of who you are. This chapter is not your whole story. I'm still writing. I'm still shaping. I am not finished with you yet. There are moments when you feel stuck, like your life is paused, like you've plateaued, like your prayers echo in silence. You wonder if I've stopped working, if I've stepped away, if I've changed my mind about you. But listen closely. Even when you cannot feel it, I am moving. Even when you cannot see it, I am building. Even when you think nothing is happening, I am preparing miracles. I don't measure your progress by speed. I measure it by surrender. I don't celebrate your perfection. I walk with you through your persistence. I do not abandon those who stumble. I lift those who reach for me. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are becoming. You are growing. You are healing in ways that are invisible but eternal. You may look around and compare your journey to others. Their success, their peace, their timelines, their highlight reels. But their path is not yours. Their purpose is not your assignment. I designed you uniquely, intricately, purposefully. And I'm not in a rush to complete what I began in you. I value depth over speed, roots over visibility, foundation over applause. There is gold I am forming within you that takes time to refine. Your patience is not wasted. Your waiting is not worthless. Your delays are not denials. They are divine redirections. Some of your most important breakthroughs won't be loud. They'll be quiet inner victories. Like the moment you choose forgiveness over bitterness. Like the day you decide to rise even when discouraged. Like the night you cry out to me and trust me even with no answers. Those moments matter. They are sacred. They are part of my process. They are proof that I'm still shaping you into my image. Remember this. I never begin something I do not intend to finish. And I began a good work in you. a holy work, a beautiful, unfolding masterpiece. Yes, there have been setbacks. Yes, there have been detours. But they have not disqualified you. In fact, they've become ingredients for greater depth, compassion, and power. What the enemy meant to use to destroy you, I am turning into strength. You've questioned me in the darkness. You've doubted your value. You've whispered, "Am I too far gone? Am I too late? Am I enough?" And I answer you now with love. You are not too far. You are not forgotten. You are deeply loved. And I am not finished with you yet. I see the seeds you've planted in tears. I see the sacrifices no one else notices. I hear the prayers you've spoken only in your heart. I've caught every tear, I've felt every ache, and I promise you nothing is wasted in my hands. You are still in process, still in motion, still unfolding. And that is not a failure. That is faith. So let go of your timeline. Release your fear of being behind. Stop punishing yourself for not being perfect. Instead, lean into me. Let me carry you through this valley. Let me remind you of who you are and who you're becoming. Because your story doesn't end here. This is not the closing sentence. This is a turning point. There is more to come. More laughter. More strength. More healing. More impact. More of me revealed in you, so breathe. Rest in my love. Trust the process I'm guiding you through. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are not alone. You are mine. And I am my beloved child. You may not see the full picture now. You may feel like your life is filled with fragments, unfinished dreams, unanswered prayers, undone healing. But I want you to trust this truth. Nothing in your life is random. No moment is wasted. No pain is purposeless. I am the God who gathers broken pieces and forms masterpieces. I know there are things you hoped would be resolved by now. Wounds you thought would be healed. Doors you expected to open. But my timing is not a punishment, it's a preparation. I am not slow, I am intentional. Every delay has direction. Every no has a greater yes behind it. Every silence is filled with my shaping hand. You wonder sometimes, why is this taking so long? Because I am not just building a life. I am building a legacy. I am not simply answering prayers. I am forming a vessel strong enough to carry my glory. I'm preparing you not just for what you want, but for what I know is best for your soul. If I gave you everything instantly, you'd miss the transformation. But in the waiting, the pressing, the refining, you are learning to walk by faith, not by sight. You are learning that peace isn't found in outcomes, but in me. You are learning that love isn't proven by ease, but by my presence that never leaves. Do you see it now? I never left you. I never gave up on you. I never let go of your story, even when you tried to throw it away, when you hit your breaking point, when you laid awake with fears clawing at your chest, when you sat in silence feeling empty and invisible. I was right there, not watching from afar but weeping with you, holding you, breathing life back into your weary soul. You see, my child, this is what redemption looks like. It's not just about turning your bad days into good ones. It's about transforming you from the inside out. It's about taking your most painful memories and making them places of power. It's about rewriting the lies you've believed and replacing them with truth. You are not weak because you've cried. You are not broken because you've struggled. You are not less valuable because you feel behind. In fact, these very places of pain are where I do my most beautiful work. I don't need your perfection. I need your permission. Permission to enter those broken places. Permission to hold what hurts. Permission to rebuild from the rubble. Because, I promise you, I specialize in resurrection. You think the best version of you was in the past, before the loss, before the betrayal, before the collapse. But hear me, your best days are not behind you. They are ahead, because I am still working. I am still dreaming over you. I am still forming beauty from the ashes. Yes, you've been through fire. Yes, you've been through storms. Yes, the world has scarred you. But look at you. Still standing. Still breathing. Still holding on. Even if by a thread. And that thread? It's me. I've held you together when everything else was falling apart. I've been the whisper in your chaos. The calm in your storm. The anchor in your drift. Now let me remind you, your story doesn't end with heartbreak. It doesn't end with failure. It doesn't end with fear. It ends in glory, in restoration, in resurrection, because I am the God who finishes what I start. So today, lift your head again, wipe your tears again, take another step, even if it's small, even if it's shaky. For each step you take, I walk beside you, and when you feel like you can't move at all, I will carry you. You don't have to figure everything out today. You don't have to know the next 10 steps. Just stay with me. Trust me for this next breath, this next moment. I will guide you, one heartbeat at a time, because I, your creator, your redeemer, your friend, I am not finished with you yet. And when I'm done, what I reveal in you will take your breath away. It will be more radiant, more powerful, more beautiful than anything you could have imagined. Not because of what you did, but because of what I did through you. This is your becoming. This is your transformation. This is your resurrection in motion. So breathe again, hope again, dream again. Because your best days are not only possible, they are promised, and I am not finished with you yet. My precious child, before you go, sit with me a little longer. Let my words linger in the quiet spaces of your heart. Breathe deeply. Not just with your lungs, but with your soul. You are not an accident. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond repair. You are the one I chose. Again and again and again. I know the world has told you that your time has passed, that the dream has faded, that you've missed your moment. But I, the author of time, say otherwise. I make all things new, not just once, but as often as needed. When others walk away, I stay. When you run out of strength, I lift. When you lose direction, I lead. You are still becoming, still unfolding, still rising from what tried to bury you. There are things I've placed within you, seeds of purpose, of joy, of healing, that are just now beginning to break through the soil. The pain you endured wasn't for nothing. It tilled the ground. It prepared your heart. It deepened your roots. Now comes the growth. Now comes the glory. So, as you step into tomorrow, walk with confidence, not in your own power, but in my promises. You won't always feel ready, but I am always enough. You may still carry some fear, but I am your courage. You may not know what's next, but I do, and I am already there. Hold this close. You are not waiting to be loved. You already are. You are not striving to be worthy. You always were. You are not walking alone. I go before you and behind you. And even on your worst days, even in your weakest moments, I am still proud of you. Not because you've done everything right, but because you keep returning to me. You keep showing up. You keep reaching. You keep choosing faith, even if it's just a whisper. And that's where the miracle happens, in those sacred unseen moments of surrender. So, my beloved, rest tonight in my arms, wake tomorrow in my light, and walk every day knowing this truth. I am not finished with you. I am just getting started. I love you more than words can hold, and I always, always will.